lap, first corner is the most pressure you're going to feel across this whole race. Getting it off the line is one of the toughest things you can do as you get 5 lights up. And the Bathurst Enduro is underway for Sprint 2 with a great start from the front runners at the TMX boys as well inside of the top 10 as they run round turn number 1. You can see Lawrence has got a good start away. They've kept themselves nice, clean and consistent, Sinka. For the final race of the season, it's a scramble towards turn 1 for the front runners and the whole field is behind. Another old race from through 1 already. Davis Street and Sinka wanting to try and keep right on the tail of Doug Allen. And the road was finally at the front all evening as well. Phase there, Katakazina.
Yes, you did.
Labouring still going at each other here. 3 minutes down, we've got 70 minutes to go. They're going to go round a lot of times. It's 1 minute 21 lap times here. We're not going to stop. Sean Ratcliffe fighting out as well. Ray Oliver's got Bradley Wall alongside. Looks like Daniel Harding has had some form of incident. We'll pick up on that one in a minute. But Oliver on the inside, got to come back behind him.
Further back as we're underway, James Scott will lead them up the hill, up towards turn 1. Can they keep it clean? There's already contact with Dolphin and Stonefit on the straight as they run round turn 2. Dodge and Warboy being cautious off the exit of turn 1. What a run off the line, but an atrocity has happened to Troy Stonestreet off the start. There's no other way to say it, Sinka. I think it was him off of the Will Brown and just absolutely Superman punched him straight into the wall on the right.
evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a public holiday Tuesday in Victoria. Not too public holidaying for the rest of the states, but what a cracking day it has been. We are at THRUXTON circuit tonight for the Warren and Brown V8 Supercar Championship round 4, where we're going to have another absolute classic race. Well over 30 cars on track, still a few people arriving, as well as qualifying will start at 8 p.m. Tonight is the 60-minute race at THRUXTON. A perfect point here at the moment. We've got Jamie Scott in practice setting a 112.700, 112.700. The record for 2024 for the Porsche series here at THRUXTON is only, and it was just in front of my eyes a few seconds ago, 112.823. So he's already cracked and beaten that record by a Porsche 992 GT3 Cup car. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have an absolute cracker here. This place is a great place for racing. Bit of open wheel areas. There's runoffs. There's a lot of grass. Not too different to some of the tracks that we've already been to. But let's have a look at the scores on the board and see who's who and who's where. Then we'll have a look at the weather and get this qualifying gig started. We are with the AM. So Scotty Weston has got himself a 32-point lead. EWT Racing on his teammate Brett Taylor at 239 points. In third place, Mason Martin from Pacific Esports is in great form, with Chris Tomlin from LCR Esport in fourth place. Reg James in fifth place from WKMP Simsports. Michael Quash 20 from TMX Transform is in sixth place. Di Feldman from Performance Sim Racing in seventh. Liam Amos Sim Racing Brotherhood in eighth place, as an Alan Mazzaroli from Tulip Racing in ninth. Then you can see the rest of the AMs with John Van Ray, Robbie Baxter, Martin Hughes, Martin Lipsky, Aaron Smith, Stevie Martin, and Jack Alsey. There's 16 of them at the moment. Then we've got the Pro-Ams, where the battle is continuing to stay hot as well. Just like in the AMs, there's not a hell of a lot in it. Top three are only, 26 points apart. We have got Blake Urquhart from Pacific Esport Racing on 401 points, and with Travis Daly with WKMP in second place, just 14 points behind him. Brandon Levin from Team SRW Motorsports is in third place, further 12 points behind Travis Daly. Very tight finish, critical points tonight for the lads. Then we've got Chris Blanchard from WKMP in fourth place. Fifth place, Jacob Trainer, Sim Racing Brotherhood. Sixth place, Pete Sattler from Angry Birds Racing. Seventh place, Daniel Clutterbucks from TMX Transform. EWT Racing's Craig Healy is in 8th place. 9th place is Ernie Toff from WKMP Sims Racing. 10th place is Andrew Cameron from Performance Sim Racing. Then we have followed Mitchie Noble, Timmy Miles, John Gallen, Geordie Williams, David Duddle, Jeremy Bush, Troy Dooley, Blake Gallant, and Stevie Daniels as they head out for the top of the 19 of the Pro-Ams. And at the pointy end, the business end, as we call it sometimes, we've got James Scott. He's got himself a lead from last week's performance, with the 26 points is ahead of Ryan Mueller from Pacific Esport Racing. He's had a cracking run tonight, and Ryan set some really good times in the practice session. Then we've got behind him Billy Mole in third place from WKMP Sim Sports, 8 points behind Ryan Mueller. Then we have Luke Page, privateer, in fourth place, further 28 points behind. There is not a hell of a lot in there at all. It is 62 points a difference in the top 5, so it's going to be a tough one. Ryan Leonard is finally working his way back up to the pointy end with some great driving last week and got himself 26 points behind Lukey Page. Then we have in sixth place Will Buchanan from AITT Revolution E-Racing. He's been having some great form out there and doing some great stuff. Jack's Now Project C2 has shown some amazing pace, and Blake Warboys has been working his way up back through the pack after having a poor round one and working his way back through the points system from Warboys Motorsports, WKMP Sim Sports, 61 points behind 7th place. Peter Pavlovich has had an extraordinary start to the Pro Series this season. He's got himself in 9th place for Pacific Esports Racing and doing a stellar job of it. Troy Stone Street in 10th place from WKMP Sim Sports. And then we have Stevie Banks from Pacific Esports Racing in 11th. 12th place, Will Morgan from Pacific Esports Racing, who's had a bit of a rough trot in the last 3 rounds. And then 13th, we've got Jace Douglas from Murray Performance Racing. Jace has had some really good pace through the season so far, but been very unfortunate with some incidents out there. 14th place, we've got Ryan Nielsen, who's been pushing up and making his way through and doing some extraordinary driving at privateer and working his way up the field. Done an absolute cracking job so far. 15th place, Alex Zikas, the young fella from Murray Performance Racing, has been doing extremely well in the GR86s and having a cracking run here in this series too. In 16th place, we've got Oliver Peterson from WKMP Sim Sports. Absolute cracking effort out there. This is going to be a massive total fight all the way through. The points are not, there's not much in it at all. Let's have a look at the track map and see, not the track map, the forecast and track temps and everything like that. So we've got about 4 miles of track length in this track. We've got a 60-minute race. Pit speed 60, fuel range 100%, air temp 62 Fahrenheit. It's about 25 degrees, something around there. Track temp as well, and Kobe will change those for me to kilometres next week because he does a lot of round right, left racing, and it's probably preset from that. But we are out here. Qualifying is starting, and the boys are already starting to set some laps. No one's completed one as yet, but Mr. Watson, welcome to the room, Mr. Kobe in the background as well. Mate, what are your thoughts on this track? It's an absolute cracker with a lot of fast pace out there, and times are starting to get set now.
Oh, I love this place. This is almost like an oval in a lot of ways because it's just how fast you're going through here and how fast some of these corners are. It's a lot of fast sweeping corners with a few chicanes to kind of break it up. But as far as chicanes go, they're actually pretty fun, especially that final chicane. You know, you can carry a lot of speed through there, and when you nail it, it's just so satisfying. You got that long downhill right-hander going. Gosh, I don't know if you're flat out in these cars. I doubt it, but you're still going to be going ludicrously fast, and I can't wait to see how everyone is going to try to keep these things on the track.
It's a bit cloudy out there. Temperature's not that high, and I'm hoping we don't have any rain. I haven't checked the system just yet.
We don't, unfortunately.
We don't, unfortunately. Well, that's unfortunately. Yep. But it could give us some good pace. Hopefully, the track stays warm enough to be sticky to get some really good grip on it, because it looks like there's some amazing fast corners through here. Look at this Ryan Nielsen coming through that section there, sweeping left and right. The wake of the car sticking to the gripping of the bitumen is sensational. Every week I say Peterson. What am I talking? Is he talking about? He goes, Sinka, can't you read for goodness sake? Where did I see Peterson? What's he talking about? I'm trying to correct something that what I've said something obviously on YouTube. I keep pronouncing someone's name wrong. Well, you know what? You should be lucky getting your name pronounced at all, because it's just one of those things. These things happen when you read things fast. You don't always read them accurately. Your brain takes over subliminally, actually. And yeah, I've had Travis Daly telling me, you keep calling me Troy. And, well, you know, it happens, mate. You're reading out 100 cars, 50 cars, 30 cars, running one by one, and these things happen. True?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Right, here we go. Anyone showing some promise at the moment coming through? We've got James Scott sitting on a 112.734. And look at that track map. Look how full it is. That
Yeah,
is amazing.
Yeah, that's the other thing too, is that this is not a big track. This is actually fairly short. So I feel like lap traffic could play a pretty big role in this race, especially since it's the full 60-minute race.
Well, this is it. Yeah. Well, it's. What do you think? Track is going to be tough to pass, or track, or we're going to see a lot of door banging and passing.
I feel like we'll see a lot of passing because of the fact that it's so high speed. The draft will play a bit into this. You've got the chicanes, which are some real good braking zones, especially right here coming up to the final chicane, because you got that the longest straightaway. You're going to be able to draft, and you're going to try to send some sort of a move. It's not going to be easy because they're not the widest chicanes, but I feel like the opportunities to make overtakes are going to be there.
Yeah, I'm hoping. And it looks like these chicanes are going to be tough places to set yourself up, especially getting a nice exit out of them down the main straight, because it's like a double right-hander, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah. But there's a lot of curbing that can be used on the chicanes too, so I imagine we'll be seeing that monster truck over these, which will make the chicanes a little more wieldy.
Yeah, 100%. Is Will Morgan on track tonight? Yes, I think he is. I think I did see him out there earlier on in practice. Can you see him out there, mate? No, can't. And I can't see Mr. Patterson either on track. Mate, Eddie, well, maybe it's just not me reading. Maybe it's just my eyes are back. It's only one letter difference. Oh, two, double T. But anyway, we shall digress and get stuck into these times, because the times are starting to come through and get to the juice here, don't they? Looks almost like rain when it comes from that camera angle, doesn't it?
I know, it's so foggy.
Yeah. Good morning, boys. Here's for a great night for Ryan Mueller and the Pelicans. Ryan's been in some exceptional form this season. Really keeping his head down and focusing on the big picture, which has been really good to see. I mean, he's just continued his form from last season, hasn't he?
Absolutely. And honestly, going even better than that, which is something to say considering that he finished, third in the points and was right there in the thick of it, going all the way down to the final round.
Yeah, 100%. At the moment, he's doing really well with the times as well. So he's sitting at a 1:13 flat, just about. Only about 4/10 off the time of James Scott. James Scott's got a 1:12.595 at the moment. Then we've got Ryan Mueller in second place. Ryan Nielsen, he's showing some exceptional pace at the moment, 1:13.095. So there's really only 8/100ths between himself and Mueller. Buchanan 1:13.158. We've got O in the background, and it usually follows up with a crash.
Yeah, the car behind Brett Taylor there just went straight off. Couldn't quite tell who it was, but just did not remember there was a corner there.
Lukey Page up in the fifth place, a 1:13.278. Let's just quickly scoot down. Where are we down for pace? Only the top 7 tonight are within a second. So we usually see the top 15 across there. Pato, every week, do your homework, Sinka. Oh, Pato, get a life. I'm a very extremely busy man, mate. And my homework will come. Actually, you know what? Can we change that name to Peterson? I'm just going to keep doing Peterson for the rest of the season now, just despite. We've got Brandon Levin showing some really good form through this season as well, coming through, continuing in the last 3 or 4 rounds of last season. Pace improved considerably. Blake Urquhart as well. He's been doing some cracking times coming from for those boys.
Yeah, he's another one that's massively improved this season. You know, I think he even ended up on overall podium a couple weeks ago as well.
Yeah, he did. Well, Peter Pav doing extremely well at the moment for where he was. I think he's sitting in 10th place in the Pro Series. His teammate John Gallen just moved him up. So the top 10 at the moment, folks, we've got is James Scott with a 1:12.595. He's just cracked that. He's the first in the 12s. That's actually faster than the Porsche 911 around here. Ryan Mueller in second place. Ryan Nielsen in third. Will Buchanan in fourth. Lukey Page in fifth. Brandon Levin sixth. Troy Dooley in seventh. Blake Urquhart in eighth. Travis Daly in ninth. Alec Tzikis in 10th. So some top 10 is showing some really good performance out there. We don't see a Leonage and a War Boys here tonight. So this could be Ryan Mueller chasing down James Scott all night.
Yeah, it's crazy not to see either of them here.
Oh, it's public holiday in Melbourne. But, I think that's Mueller go. Oh, Mason Martin. Oh, lost his rear end straight in the wall and gave that car a nice rhinoplasty. Here we go. We are down to the last 2.5 minutes. So tonight's tonight's qualifying. We're not doing a top 10 tonight. Tonight's qualifying will go to the 15-minute mark, and they'll be allowed to complete their lap. Not like when we're doing a heat race, and then it just cuts off. Pretty sure tonight's not a heat race.
They're getting a proper qualifying session tonight?
Yeah, they will be here. They'll get it right through the end. There will be no chopping of the axe at the 15-second mark. But everyone that's out there, thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming on board and having a bit of a chinwag. And look, I don't mind it when people come and give me a yell about names and stuff. It's good. It gives good conversation. So don't take offence to my grumpy old man nature. We love it when people talk to us and support us in comms up here. Isn't that right, Frank? James? That was me being funny.
Uh-huh. I thought that's what you were doing. I'm like, did he just... I'm like...
I dropped one and you didn't pick it up, mate.
Oh, no, I wasn't going to respond to it at all because that added to the bit.
Here we go. We are down to the last few minutes where we have anyone on track really improving greatly. We've got a couple of people that are just crossing at the moment. Looks like we've got, who's 46? That's Brandon Levin just crossing the start-finish line at the moment. He's got himself enough time to get around and do a lap. There's a couple of other drivers that are following behind him. It looks like we've got 40 seconds, so they're going to go all the way down to probably 5:35, which is... 5-1 spawns John Van Ray, so he's down there as well in that last few coming through. 5:35's Luke Page. So it looks like Pagey will just get it across. Brandon Levin's taking it off track down the bottom, so he's going to miss out on doing a final lap. We've got, who's this in front of us right now? Is that Martin? Ryan Mueller. Here we go. All right. Oh, that was a bit of a sloppy one. Still got a minute to go. It says a minute on your counter, but on my counter, it's already done 15 minutes. which is strange. But ladies and gentlemen, the times have fallen. We've got Ryan Mueller got that across the line to get the car across the line with a 1:12.595, and Ryan's time is a 1:12.934. So both of these boys have got themselves into the 12s, which is exceptional. Then you've got Brandon Levin, who's got himself all the way up the third place. A cracking bit of work there from Brandon Levin. Ryan Nielsen's come out with some great pace tonight too. Got himself in the top 4. Buchanan 5. Some of the guys that we usually see up the pointy end, Stoney is struggling for a bit of pace tonight. Who else do we usually see at the pointy end that I'm not seeing there at the moment? Yeah, mainly Stoney. He's really popped himself down bottom end of the top 10. Here we go. There's the flag, all done and dusted by the look of it. Yep.
I don't think... Is Stoney even here? I'm swearing.
No, he's not. I was looking for it before. I thought I saw him in warm-up, but not.
Well, that explains why we don't see him up in the front.
Pointy end. Yeah, correct. All right, here we go. It looks like the session on your screen is just about to finish. It has. But on the iRacing grid, it's been done for a few minutes. But let's have a look at the way we sorted out. So James Scott's got himself pole position here with a cracking lap time of 1:12.718, I think it was. And done an exceptional job leading out there. Ryan Mueller is the only other driver to crack it into the 12s. So exceptional pace there from the young fella in second place for PER. Brandon Levin's got himself up in the third place. So doing some cracking times at the moment. Pace is increasing weekly from Team SAW Motorsports. Ryan Nielsen, privateer, in fourth. Will Buchanan in fifth. Travis Daly, sixth. Lukey Page, seventh. Troy Dooley in 8th, Blake Urquhart in 10th, Alex Tazikis in 10th place to round off the top 10. Cracking job there from Alex. Pete Sattler in 11th place, Michael Quash in 12th place, Scott Weston in 13th place, Jeremy Bush 14th, Jacob Trainer in 15th, Mason Martin in 16th, Craig Healy in 17th, John Gallen in 10th, and Daniel Clutterbuck 19th, with Stevie Martin in 20th place. And the numbers keep going on because we've got 30 plus drivers in the list tonight. Then we've got, where did I finish? Andrew Cowan in 21st, Peter Pav 22nd, Martin Lipsky in 23rd, Brett Taylor 24th, 25th place is Alan Mazzaroli, 26th Di Fieldman, 27th Reg James, 28th Chris Tomlin, 29th place Stevie Daniels, and 30th place is John Van Ree. 31st place, Aaron Smith is there, and we have tonight Tyson McAvoy, Greg Barber, and Kevin Wakefield in the safety car. If it does come out, the times are going to start soon, and the cars are ready to rock. Look at those poor fellas coming around the back of the corner there as well, so they're going to get themselves around and into the chicane. We'll have to have a word to, I think that's Aaron, oh no, Stevie Daniels driving around in a Hot Wheels livery. Naughty, naughty.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Just a little different than the usual LCR livery that we're used to.
Yeah. Alrighty. I'm going to put the second camera back on Jacob Trainer in 15th place, right on the middle of the grid. We're still waiting for Alex to get on the grid, James Scott on the grid, and a couple of the back markers, Van Ray, Smith, to come on, and then we are ready to rock and roll. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at round 4 already. Man, oh man, this year is going. Here comes Jamie Scott on the front of the grid. We are ready to go for round 4 of the Warren Brown V8 Supercars Championship at THRUXTON Circuit. An amazing place where we're going to see the battle from top to bottom all night long for a 60-minute run. The clock is ticking. Pit exit is closed. We must have some pit starters. Engines are revving. And we are off to go. Green flag. Everyone has taken off really well. Looks like that one of the Murray cars bogged it down a little bit on the start, but got it going.
No!
It's, we've got a WKP car on the wide. We've got the Atis car on wide. We've got a performance racing car on the sideline as well. 3 of them rotating around. Let's look at the front of these guys. They're all going 4 wide and 3 wide coming through. But James Scott has got himself in the lead already, coming through with Ryan Mueller on the back of him. Mueller needs to stay in that toe area for as long as he can because it's a fast track. And once James Scott pulls away, it's going to be very, very hard to catch him. Ryan Nielsen's got himself up in the 3rd place. Brandon Levin 4th. Blake Urquhart 5th. Pete Sattler in 6th place. As you can see them already, the pros and a couple of the pros are dropping down. Suzuka's got off to a poor start, same as Buchanan. And the boys are going for it. Blakey Urquhart up 4 places. Scotty Weston up 6. Pete Sattler up 5. As we're coming around the first part of the S's coming to the back end of the track. We're already seeing some pressure in from Nielsen on Mueller. He is all over the back of him and is going 2 wide in the back there from Jacob Trainer and the lads, but James Scott has got himself up to 6/10, and this is going to be a very, very, very fast race tonight, people. We saw a little bit of action there, Mr. Watson, in the background, but it looks like everyone's settled down. At one point, it was like 4 wide, 3 wide coming through a lot of that track.
Yeah, there was a little bit of argy-bargy. A couple cars went around. There was one that was spinning. It looked like they were going to spin right in front of the field, but we survived somehow.
Yeah. Bobby Baxter watching from Singapore. Well, mate, that's going to be a sweaty show from your end. And go 747, go, Jane. Oh, one of the Tulip boys is off. Not sure which one it is. It is Martin. Mr. Lipsky has taken it off. The boys, this has almost got a bit of a his own teammate.
Oh, friendly fire.
His own teammates nobbled him there. Oh, that's just not good. There's going to be conversations having in there straight away. The track, it's nowhere near as fast as what we saw in quali so far. Oh, then they'll just set it, and James has just dropped it down to a 1:12.962, and Ryan Mueller 1:13.13. He's trying to hold on to him as much as he can. 2 wide on the bottom screen. We've got a great little battle there going from Jacob Traeger and Mason Mount going 2 wide. Trainer's got him away, but now Mason Mount is battling there with John Gallen side by side. It looks like, I thought they were going to put a sandwich on him then, but changed their minds. Mason Martin is having a cracking work out there, but Trainer is the cork in the bottle. They're all trying to get around him. Troy Dooley is having a bit of a spell there around one of the EWT cars. That would be Brett Taylor, the massive Mad Tasmanian in that lives now in Geelong. Here we go. Okay, no further racing incident in the beginning of the race, so that's good. Everyone is clear to go. And battle. Trainer is still fighting it off with John Gallen on the back of him, and at the front of you, we've got Peter Pav going for it. Looks like one of the TMX boys is going 2 wide. He's trying to get on the outside of Boosh. I think that's Boosh and the Locked On lads. Yep. Oh, he's made it done. He's done a great job there. We're going to have to get some sponsorship for some of these cars, like the red and white one just there. I can't see who that is at the moment. That is... who is that? Oh, Page. Luke Page. Yeah, there he is. Doing a cracking job there. Ryan Nielsen has dropped off the back of Ryan Mueller. Mueller is still within a second of James Scott. But Brandon Levin is on the back of Ryan Nielsen, keeping a close eye on him. Blake Urquhart 2 seconds behind, and then he's got a bit of a battle of his own coming up with the boys coming through the back end of the field. Well, not really the back end of the field, middle part. Tzidakis is all over with a bit of pressure there as well. He's got some really tough work to do. The pace is extraordinary at him, Mr. Watson.
Absolutely, yeah. This is just as fast as we were expecting it'd be. Mueller's doing a good job holding on to Scott, but like you said, they've absolutely gapped Nielsen.
In a big way. James Scott is down to 1.4 at the moment too, so he's cracking that whip too. With 60 minutes, he's going to be in cruise control. I'd hate to be that fast. I reckon it'd get boring for me. My attention span, I'd start making mistakes and doing silly things, being ahead and not having any pressure. I prefer to chase, actually.
Yeah, I prefer to be way out in the distance. It's not as boring when you're leading because you get to go, oh hey, I'm leading. This is awesome.
Well,
if you were in third, it'd be terrible, but out front, nah, that's the best thing ever. That's what you dream of.
I guess it's been very, 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 very rare occasions that I've won. I could have gone on for another 10 minutes then. Yeah, very rare occasions that I've won. And usually it's in a class, so I'm not out and about on my own anywhere. Those days are gone. They were project car days.
But with that said, you do make a great point, because when you get out to a huge gap, you know, it is a bit difficult to maintain the same level of push and effort. You know, you might naturally slow down, as we got a replay.
Mazzaroli. Oh, he's just completely missed the braking point. He just keeps going straight on. Don't know if there was any driver briefing beforehand about that way to rear into that corner, but that was well done. He got out of the way and came back in. Battles galore here. Kwashi's having a great little bit of fun there with the boys behind him.
That's a great run for him. Up in P9 right now.
Yeah. He's up 3 places. Scotty Weston's got 2/10 of him now, as you see him coming down the back right-hander. A lot of pressure had there. I'm going to see if I can find some more action for us down here. I'm going to get Jacob Trainer and John Gallen again on the bottom screen. They are having an absolute cracking run at each other. They're the cars just behind that, and Jacob's been getting the pressure put on in big way. Have a look at this. Nice little rear camera action there. Have a look under brakes. Always the anticipation of having the ability to brake that little bit later when you're chasing someone down, even if it's a couple of tenths, or a couple of, well, you wouldn't even say a couple thousandths of a tenth. It can make a difference, eh?
Yeah, that's the easy thing about following someone, is that it gives you a better reference point of the corner and the braking zone, and it gives you the opportunity to push just that little much more. But on the flip side, it can also be a massive detriment, because if the car in front of you is already braking at the absolute razor's edge and you try to go that little much further,
end up in his boot.
Yeah, or at least missing him and airmailing it off on a different section of the corner. So that's always something you gotta be worried about, and always worried about whether or not that car in front of you is gonna brake earlier than you're expecting, and then you end up in his boot.
Yeah, very, very, very true. That's why it's Stevie Daniels going a bit of sideways there. That's why it's amazing how these guys at the pointy end can stay so close to each other through a battle that can last like 5 to 10 laps, and they're just constantly within a couple of tenths with each other. It's amazing reflexes and driving skill. On Tyson's point there, rookie class for Steve-O. I'd like to mention that I have won a championship. Even though,
hell yeah,
I have won a championship, but wait till you hear the story. We were racing SR10s and SR8s in the same field, and after 3 rounds, everyone changed to the SR8s, and I was the only one left in the SR10s. And I didn't still win any races, but I was still way too slow. Oh, funny. Anyway, away from me and back to this battle on the screen. Jacob Trainer is still having a lot of fun there. Scotty Weston, he's just got him on the inside there. And have a look at that.
Oh,
bit of contact with one of the Pelicans. That's Johnny Gallant and Scotty Weston's getting a bit of a nobble each year. Good mates, and they'll probably just get on with it and keep going. But, Peter Pav looks like he's had a bit of a mischief. That's moving very gingerly. Oh, he's left the door open.
Oh.
He's left the door up and he's left the door up and he's trying to keep his nose in there, but unfortunately, I'm not sure. I didn't hear him call it in either, so I think he's assuming it's a racing incident himself, I'd say. But have a look at the pressure here Cowan's got from Clutterbuck. Clutterbuck is all over him at the moment, and he's got on the back of that. Oh, Cowan's nearly gone straight into the back of Craig Healy then, and Mason Mount. Bit of a battle going there. Cowie's on the inside line, trying to get onto the outside. No way through. No, not quite enough overlap at the point, but he's made his move, and that's given Clutterbuck another chance at him as well. Clutterbuck's got the inside line. He's having a bit of a snuff. What a run. Is he going to be able to hold him out there? Will Cowie push him out and keep him out there? No. He's tried to take the inside line. Cowie through the S's. Yep, there's only room for one, and you've got to leave room for the car. Look at this. It's going 3 wide down. Clutterbuck's got out of the gap, and then we've got a couple of 2 cars coming through. Lukey Page is coming through as well on Cowie. Cowie's got Jeremy Bush on him now as well, putting pressure too. So bit of battling going on in the mid-pack for all these guys. They're putting on a killer show. While at the front, James Scott has got himself 2.6 seconds. Unfortunately, when you're at that far, you sort of miss out a lot of the camera action because of the fighting that we see in the middle of the pack is sensational. Look at these boys go. Travis Nielsen putting some pressure on as well. Andrew Cowan trying to get away from these boys. He's at the point now where he is sitting at about 4/10. Where's Cowan on my timer gone? There he is there. He's got about, he's taking the inside line. His own teammates getting for him there. Travis Daly and Troy Dooley. Look at this go. He got gobbled up then. Here comes Brett Taylor. This pack is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Jeremy Bush is the plug in this, and he's got Troy Dooley just having a go at him right now. Is he going around him? Yes. Whoa. Travis Daly behind him. Then we've got Troy Dooley, Brett Taylor, Chris Tomlin, Andrew Cowan, Stevie Martin, all chasing each other down. Great little battles going on. Mason Mart and Craig Healy just in front of this pack as well are going hell for leather too. Lukey Page has got Clutterbuck in his sights. It looks like who's that? It's Cowan gone on the outside of the dirt, but just held it. Are we in replay mode still? Yep. There's the contact. Look at these boys go. Nice little battle pack there. We've also got one in behind Jason Mount on the bottom screen. Those guys are forming 2. And then a nice one behind Kwashi, Jacob Trainer, Scotty Weston, and John Gallen. So we've got a couple of really good battle packs forming. And then the back of the field, all the way down to Stevie Martin. Oh.
Holy crackers, you can't see a damn thing with that chopper cam.
Pea and ham soup. Lots of great little battles coming off the back straight. That S is coming through to the main drag is really good action coming through. The boys are trying to get their noses in, but no one is quite getting up far enough. The tightest battle we saw through there was the one we saw with Kwashi and Peter Pav coming through. Everyone seems to be leaving a bit more mace. Anyone going to Sandown next weekend? Too busy, mate. I'd love to. But can't make it. Why are you not on the grid, mate? You busted a bone or something again, haven't you? Look at this bottom screen go 2 wide. Mason Mount, Craig Healy took that beautifully. Bit of a nobble there, but he got through. He's got Clutterbuck behind him with Jeremy Bush. Whoa, that was a bit of driving and a half, that was. Craig Healy put on a bit of a masterclass how to get around 2 cars. Top screen, still going action galore. Cowan is still in the battles tonight. He's not getting it his own way at all. He's got Chris Tomlin putting the pressure on. Oh, is he going to take it on the inside run? Tomlin's done a beautiful one. Oh, Tomlin said, no, you're not coming back across. He's closed the door on him. And Cowan got nobbled there nicely. And now he's too wide there. He has got more pressure on. Oh, my God. Oh, look at that. Oh, someone's doing a bit of blinking, but look at the bottom screen there. EWT cars of Craig Healy having a lot of fun and slowly catching Daniel Clutterbuck. He's got Mason Mount chasing him down, coming through the back S's. Tell you what, there's action galore. You don't know where to go. No Sunday Supercars is probably why I'm not here. Only one mistake and 1.5 second lead is gone. Go stay on your game when you have to lead. Yes, you do have to stay on the game when you're in the lead. We've got the boys still doing extremely well at the pointy end, even though, here we go, on the bottom there. We've got James Scott leading it still with a 1:12.962 as his fastest lap. And he's starting to catch the back markers. And then you can see from that camera angle, where is he? You'll just see in the back of the picture Ryan Mueller coming up to him. And then if I switch to Ryan Mueller, you should be able to see Ryan Nielsen, who is past Brandon Levin at some point, which we missed. But there's a massive gap there. It's huge. There you see those two boys going. There's Ryan Nielsen and Brandon Levin coming through there. They're starting to battle on their own, those two. There's a bit of a race for big points coming up with those guys. The track is, Mr. Dodds, the track is killer, man. It is a lot of fun. Very fast track. And the boys are setting some really good times. Average time at the moment, it's just over 1:13s. In the pointy end, that is. Doesn't look like we're going to get any safety cars, mate.
No, doesn't look like it either. You know, there's plenty of runoff here. It's one of these classic English circuits that's just made in a random field in the middle of nowhere. Although this track is unique at that it's not an abandoned airfield, which is most of the British tracks. But you know, that's not a sign of disrespect, you know, because a lot of these tracks in England are absolutely iconic. You know, of course, Silverstone started out as a abandoned war base.
Yeah. Yep, and they've done some amazing work to it in the last decade or so. Travis Daly's got a bit of pressure there from the EWT boys going for it. A lot of work to be done. The pressure is immense there. Have a look at that. Only a couple of tenths. I'm not sure if this is right or not. Aaron Smith's in the wall. I've seen a couple of people pit. We've got Ryan Mueller, Brandon Levin, and Ryan Nielsen pitting together. Maybe these guys are going to work together to try to catch James Scott out. Oh.
Safety
car's been called. Oh, these guys are in the pits. Oh, no. There are more guys in the pits. Oh, maybe it's going to be good for him because they've just gone in. He's just bounced back in a spot where he is just protruding. Have a look at the pits at the moment. There is car after car after car coming in there. Here comes a safety car. Hopefully we won't get the repeat of, I think it was Thursday night. The safety car drove into the back of a car.
Yeah, thankfully. Oh. But we almost had car contact going into the pits that time. Boy, that was nervous times for James Scott right there.
Wonder if he got done for speeding then.
No.
Oh, what's this safety car going to do to his position on track now? James Scott is in the pits. This has really changed it up. He was in front, but how far in front was he? Where's he going to come out? All right, we're doing wave rounds at the moment. Jacob Trainer. I'm going to stay on James Scott. He's out again. He's in the pits. He's probably going to have to come out behind Brandon Levin, I'd say, at this point, somewhere around there.
Meanwhile, race control is waving around the cars, and hopefully everyone is listening this time to race control on who is allowed to pass the safety car and when. Certainly not like that was an issue last week. Certainly not.
Yeah. Who is that? Is he there tonight? I don't think he's there tonight. I think it was Doble.
Yes, and he's not here from what I've seen.
Yeah. So James Scott is still at the front. By the look of it. All right.
It looks like James is going to hold on to the race lead.
Yeah, he was ahead a fair bit, and obviously they'd slow down as you go into the pits. He's come out in good spot. Ryan Mueller looks like he's in second still. Yep, there he is on the bottom screen. Ryan Nielsen in the ATO. I'm going to get a close up of these cars. There you go. Brandon Levin. .281 should be ahead of 46. So Will Buchanan's got a swap with Brandon Levin. They've done that. All right, we are at the 22-minute mark. So I'd say 40 minutes on one tank. Are they going to make it all the way to the end? I'm not sure what the fuel burn is on this car. But
yeah, and with this being such a wide open circuit, you know, they're going to be burning more fuel than normal. But right now, it's only 37 minutes left in the race, and they're still going to make another lap or two under safety cars. I imagine it will be maybe a minute or two off of half an hour to go, so I don't think they're going to have a whole lot to worry about.
Yep. Looking good. Cars all bunched up. We're going to see a great race to the end of the end of this round now. Bunching them all up. That was probably the closest thing we were going to get to a safety car too, because of the wide open walls and everything. That was probably the closest part of the track.
Yeah, that's the one place here that doesn't have
a big runoff.
A whole football pitch full of runoff. Yeah.
Yeah. This is also the slowest I've seen James Scott drive all night. And while we got the safety cars going round, ladies and gents, a big, massive thank you for all the companies that support SAW TV and SAW League. Shunt Scenery for any 3D renderings you need for flight simulations. Go speak to Greg Barbs or go to shuntscenery.com.au. A special thanks to Phoenix Driver Development for getting on board and supporting us as well. If you want some training done, please reach out to the guys. They're absolute legends. You want some setups, reach out to them as well. Sorry. My throat just disappeared on me then. A big thank you to Grip Industries for everything they do for us as we go from season to season. They've been a spectacular sponsor for us too. Mozaracing for the V8 for the Super Formula Light season for 2024-25 has been sensational. This support has been unwavering all the way through. Don't think I've missed anyone but Warren and Brown, who have been absolute legends from day dot. Check out their website and their products. They're available at Burson's and all other stores as well. Cracking bit of kit if you're a mechanic or into any sort of hands-on work with mechanical devices or vehicles or bikes or motorbikes or cars, go-karts. Get in there, get some tools from Warren and Brown. Mate, safety car is pulling away by the look of it. He's supposed to be. I did hear him say pulling away. I think maybe Kevin's too scared to drive faster.
Yeah, it's going to be real interesting to see how everyone copes with this restart. I imagine these chicanes are going to get pretty busy here.
Here we go. Now he's pulling away. Nice shift collection. Thank you, Jason. My screen was blurry and I couldn't read it properly. I didn't want to say it incorrectly. All right. So Mr. Scott has got the control of the field. Ryan Mueller is all over the back of him. He's waiting to see where he goes. He's in control at the moment, and when he pops that accelerator, we are go, go, go. I would pop it just before the S's, just before the last chicane, and just go for it. Catch all these people out. Not that he needs to anyway, man. He can just go for it and tear it apart. We got James Scott in first place, Ryan Mueller second, Ryan Nielsen third, Will Buchanan in fourth, Brandon Levin in fifth, Blake Urquhart sixth, Peter Sattler seventh, Alex Zikas eighth, John Gallant ninth, Troy Dooley in 10th place. The lead Pro-Am tonight is Brandon Levin, second Urquhart and Sattler third. Here we go. Has he gone? He's just gone. By the look of it, yes, he has. Yep, finally got something right, Steve-O. Look at that car go the way it's leaned in and use the curb as much as possible. He's got him cracking bit of pace there by James Scott. He's got Ryan Mueller trying to keep up as much as he can and hold on to Mr. Scott. Nielsen is on the back of Ryan as well. Will Buchanan. Looks like Levin's dropped up a little bit, probably some cold tyres and getting used to it, or a little bit of caution on his behalf as he has pressure from Blake Urquhart, who's had a cracking night tonight, up 3 places. Biggest mover tonight, folks, is Mr. John Gallen from Pacific Esport, up 9 places. Having an absolute walloping run out there. Oh, bit of a shake there by Ryan.
That was almost on the verge of a big shake from him.
Yeah.
He's pushing for all it's got to try to see if he can keep close and maybe make that move.
Yeah.
As close as he's been all night.
How good's these cars sounding tonight, mate? They're really at top revs. Hope the viewers, let us know, viewers, if they sound as good as they are for us, because that noise coming down that straight, listen to it screaming. This is the 8th time you hear me quiet. We've got Ryan Mueller chasing down James Scott, viewers, and a bit of in-cam action, and hear this engine scream as it goes through the gears.
Still keeping pretty connected with them.
Yeah, he's breaking away, but listen to that engine sound. That is amazing. Anyway, I can get carried away. You can listen to that all night. It should be one of those noises you have in the background to fall asleep to. Oh, I tell you what, though, down the bottom screen, we've got a bit of a battle starting to form down there. Alex Zikas is chasing down Peter Sattler and Blake Urquhart, who's got the bottleneck for those two. A few Pelicans behind him. John Gallen, and there's Troy Dooley, Lukey Page, Scotty Weston. Scotty Weston has just been passed by Jacob Trainer down the back there too.
Oh!
Scotty Weston just called that in too. So I'm not sure if they got together or not. But you lose, I tell you what, you go off or have a bit of an incident and you lose so many places because of how condensed the field is. Have a look at this. They're coming through. Oh, Andy Gowan. Oh, no, that's Trainer. Trainer. Oh, it's gone sideways. Oh, no. That is all over the place. That was not good. That was what we missed, mate. Okay, that just blew my mind. Didn't even. Well, caught me out in left field, mate. Here we got Trainer coming through, and he's being chased down big time. He's got Travis Daly, and Travis Daly has got a little bit of pace on him tonight. Daly's last lap was a 1:14.48, and Trainer's 1:14.809. So he's got a bit of pace there. Former M1 driver, and I think he was even performing sim racing as well at one point. I might be wrong there. But look at the pace coming out of that corner. He's got a lot of pace there on Trainer. He's got the inside line, not quite. He's having a look. He's keeping Trainer on his toes. Oh, there goes Trainer. Trainer was on his toes, and then he's back. Yeah. Yep. Travis Daly's just asked for RC to monitor the internet connection of Travis. The thing is, iRacing monitors these days as well, so iRacing will probably boot it before we will. It'll probably catch it out. Grandma Lee looking pretty good from inside Ryan's car. Yeah, it was some good bit of racing there by Ryan trying to keep up, but he's slowly breaking away. James Scott has got him down to 1 second now. 1 second doesn't sound like a lot, really. It's like one and that's it. But that feels like, Ryan's really pushing that car. That tail happy a bit on the exit.
Yeah, and that's only going to add to the gap.
Yep. Well, that cost him 2/10, that little slide. Here we go. Kwashi having a look at this. Kwashi and Scotty Weston going for it. This is Scotty Weston's in front of us. And he's chasing down Michael Quash down the main straight. There's not really much tow going on, is there? Boys are really too far apart at this point. We've got Andrew Cowan on Stevie Martin again. He's having another look. I'll flick that to the bottom screen. Andy Cowan is showing some spritefulness tonight, and here we go. Okay, racing incident, the one we saw the rotating of the cars with Michael Quash and Scotty Weston. Yeah, what I was saying was Cowan's really starting to get some form back, starting to get in a few battles and winning a few battles.
Yeah, he's having a good run tonight.
Yeah.
Needed it.
Right,
it's Mueller!
Don't tell me you popped his engine.
Oh my
what's he done?
goodness.
He's got a meatball. What's he done? He's coming down the back straight.
Oh, yep, money shift.
Oh, he's just come down too fast. And he's got a meatball. Is he blowing the engine?
He has, because you can see he lets out the magic smoke right when the rear snaps.
Yeah, oh, look at that. Oh, man. Just popped a gear a little bit too early on that. That's going to cost him. That's going to cost him. I think I heard someone say, "Don't push your teammate," from race control. I can't remember. It used to be one of our. I don't know if we took it out or not. You weren't allowed to push another car on track. I'm not sure if that's still the case. I can't remember, to be honest. I'm going to go down to Brett Taylor, the resident, the Geelong resident from Tasmania. Oh.
Well, that's going to be...
Did you hear what I heard too?
Yeah.
Somebody's asked, was that car pushed into the pits? Well, I can't remember what the exact ruling is there anymore. It's gone in my brain. We used to have a no push rule, but here we've got Ryan out there again. So he's got back out there. Is he a lap down now?
He is.
Yeah, he is. How do you get a lap down and end up behind James Scott like perfectly, just battling him like nothing's changed? James Scott's thinking, well, where did he go? He's back now. But Scott's just set at 112.881. Ryan Nielsen has got himself in the second place. Will Buchanan is starting to put pressure on Ryan Nielsen. He is only 7 tenths on him there, and then in behind those guys is Brandon Levin again at the pointy end. So this could be 2 top 4 finishes for Mr. Levin too. But these guys at the mid-pack are putting on a show for us tonight. Look at them go.
Yeah.
We've got Johnny Gallen there, and in beside, who's that beside him? That's Travis Daly. It was Travis Daly. Daly's now, John Gallen, Travis Dooley, Alex Azekas. Look at them coming down the main drag. That right hand is a tight place to pin yourself out wide. Look at the tail-happy cars that are coming through there. He's all over the back of him. Look at that pressure. Dooley is feeling it big time. Johnny Gallen has got something going on at the moment. That car is gripping like crazy, and he's put the pressure on Troy Dooley like nothing. Behind him, he's got Lukey Page in the red and white striped car. Look at him go. He's backed off a little bit now. He seems to be riding the curves a lot more aggressively than Luke and Dooley. Great bit of work there.
Right in front of this battle, Suzuki gets by Urquhart. And Alex is starting to pull away.
He's having a cracking night tonight, Alex. Showing some good pace. 1:14.006 is his best lap. But he's turning into a bit of a bottleneck there. He's got Urquhart, Dooley, Gallen, and Luke Page. So we had Dooley, Gallen, and Luke Page were a little bit off now, but they've caught that pack. So it's become one big pack behind Alex Azekas.
Yeah, he missed the apex curb on the first part of the chicane, and it cost him a truckload of time because now Blake is all over him again.
Yeah, look at the pressure Blake's putting on him here. Oh, we've got 2 wide down the bottom. We've got Chris Tomlin and Mason Martin going for it as well. Tomlin has just passed him in the S's too, so great bit of battling there of those boys. Post-race investigation between car 16 and lap 24. Who's car 16, mate? Oh, is that supposed to be 016?
No, it's Stephen Martin.
Oh, Stevie Martin.
16.
Yep.
So, is that the potential help that Mueller received to get back onto pit road to change his engine? Oh my God, we're 3 wide in the chicane.
These boys have put the show on tonight. Lukey Page and John Gallen. Blake Urquhart's gone in the pits. Is that for his second stop? It must be. We are down to the last 20 minutes. I didn't think we'd get more people pitting at this point. I thought they'd be making all the way through to the end. Ryan Nielsen has got a lot of pressure there by Will Buchanan. Buchanan is on the back of him 2 tenths, so he's going for it. Brandon Levin is sitting 4 seconds off these boys in 4th place, just in cruise control.
Will picking up where he left off last week of just hounding Billy Moe for the last spot on the podium. Now he's once again hounding another driver as he's trying to get Nielsen for P2. Nielsen with an interesting entry into the final chicane. He just was already on the inside before he even got to the first curb.
Bottom screen, man. We have got a fight going on for the ages. We've got some middleweight and heavyweights going for it. Have a look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars just tail to tail. And John Gallen is the bottleneck at the moment and just holding these boys back. They're going too wide around the final corner as well. Cracking bit of work there from those boys. Nielsen is loving these carbon monoxide that he's giving to Will Buchanan from Revolution IRacing. And he's coming down the big right-hander. He's having a look at the inside. There's not much there. Look at that wall is just sitting in the perfect place to hit, isn't it? Ooh, Travis Daly's got a black and white warning flag for multiple moves in defence down the main straight. So he's changed. You can only make one move out of your race line and then back to it. But if you do it again, well, then you're breaching. But Lukey Page is taking the inside line on John Gallen down the bottom. He's having a look at it. He's coming around the outside now. Page is taking it into the S's. Are they going to give each other the room? They've gone side by side. Both taking it nicely. Oh, look at behind them as well. Oh,
no!
He's gone round. He's gone round. Oh, I don't know if that was contact. I don't know if that was contact from 777 or not coming through there, but it looks like Gallen was side by side with Page, and then I'm not sure where Travis Daly came from. Maybe Gallen's rear end slid out a bit, but there was contact. Have a look at this. Daly's coming through behind. There he is. He's going through. Oh, he's lost. He's just lost the rear end. Travis has called that in. I'm not sure what he expects to happen. A car in race mode loses the rear end. It's not an infringement of the rules, and he's called that in. So I'm not sure. Maybe because he's gone off the track so far, maybe they can get him for that, for going offline. But my gut's telling me that's just going to be a racing incident. He didn't get a slowdown, so yeah, that's unfortunate. Unfortunate. Here we go. Ryan Nielsen still battling it on here with Will Buchanan. That top three is, or top first position. He's in cruise control. James Scott. He's going to be on board to talk to us even when he gets into it. He's nearly 7 seconds up the road. There you go. 777's call was no further action as we expected it. It's a racing incident. He's lost his rear end, and you've run into him. It's not much you can do about it.
Yeah, it's just inadvertent contact. Just horrible timing. It's the fact that he happened to be there right as Gallen was losing it. It's unfortunate, but it's just one of those things. There's nothing more you can say about it.
There's not much you can do about it at all. Reg James has got a bit of a battle down the bottom with Michael Quash and Andy Cowan. They're going forward as we speak. And then you've got also Jeremy Bruce, Craig Healy, and Jacob Trainer. Excuse me while I clear my old man throat. Screaming, these cars, absolutely screaming. We only had one car go in the pits a second time, and that's what was that? Di Feldman and Blake Urquhart. So I'm not sure. I don't know. Here we go. Troy Dooley's just gone through the pits. Are we going to get more pit action? This is the question.
Yeah, I figured they would have been all right, but I did mention that I wasn't sure how it was going to go with the fact that there is as much on-throttle time at this track than some of the others, so it's having a lot bigger effect on their fuel mileage potentially than I had initially figured.
CV Esport Racing, car 17. Oh, jeez. Who's car 17? There is no 17. Yeah, that's what I thought. Not sure who that is. Oh, maybe 17th position, Blake Urquhart, maybe. Yeah. Cowan's taking that spot with the boys fighting across. Yeah, Nielsen's pressure is from Buchanan has been non-stop all the way through. He has not given him a rest at all. Lukey Page has gone in. Jacob Trainer, Jeremy Bush, all going in with 15 minutes left to go.
I think I saw Page reversing on pit road. That's never
Did he miss
a
his
good
pit stop?
thing. I think he did. It's not a good thing when you have to use the R for race gear on pit lane.
I should laugh because I've done it many a times, man. Many a times.
Nope, never done it. Never happened at all. Totally hasn't happened in any other series that Kobe broadcasts. Never seen it before. Nope.
The nice bit of 11s he left there for us as well. Ryan Nielsen in his black linen. Oh, both of them pulled in very, very quickly. Let's see, these boys will miss their pits. So it looks like everyone's coming in again. Brandon Levin is in the pits as well. He's coming in. Let's see who's going to come out where for the top four. James Scott has stayed out. He's in cruise control. He'll probably do a couple more laps on these boys. All right. Oh, he's passed him in the pits. He's passed him in the pits. He's done it there. He's done it there. He couldn't do it on track. So Buchanan's pit stop was 11.35 and Ryan Nielsen's was 12.57. So just over a second there difference. And he's come out in front of him. Where's Levin come out? Has he come out a bit closer? Because he was about 4 seconds off the back of these boys before the pit came in.
It looks like about 4.7.
Yeah, so he hasn't made up any time at all at the moment. Oh, I just read that. A little maybe the helping thing. I think that we'll see what race control says after the race on that one, mate. But yeah,
those are one of those rules where you really shouldn't violate. Typically, those rules tend to have pretty significant consequences. So,
well, when you look at it, a blown engine, he to get a pit stop, it's just a pit stop, up and go and get out. If you go to a tow, you got to add that extra average of a 1 minute 40, whatever it is. But have a look at that.
And given how much we focus on realism in this series, and that being something you probably wouldn't see in real life, I get the feeling that
I don't know if have you ever seen it in real life? I don't think I have.
No, I've seen it. I saw it in the first Cars, but that's about it.
There you go. Oh, the first Cars.
Yep.
Cars won.
I think the King should finish his last race, as Nielsen has a big run on Buchanan. He might be taking the spot back.
He's got a bit of overlap there.
And there's lap timing. Oh no!
Oh. Lapped car nearly ended it for both of them then. Was that one of the EWT cars? So Nielsen...
No, it was Aaron Smith. I don't know who's at fault.
I don't know. You have to get a different angle there. That could have ruined that car. You don't know if that blue flag car moved across or not. So did the blue car move across? So he's side by side having a go here. The blue car. Oh, he's come off the line. He's come off the line towards them. Oh, he's opened up right there. Lucky there's no damage.
I don't know if you can really put that on Smith though. Like he moved.
Oh look, no, you know what? Racing incident, man. Racing incident at the end of the day. But
because I don't think Buchanan realized that they were still 3 at that point, because you saw Nielsen had like hardly any room. I just Yeah, like you said, racing incident.
Well, yeah, he was being squeezed by a fair bit there by Buchanan.
Yep.
And Buchanan's not silly. He's pushed him onto he's squeezed him onto a blue flag car. So not probably the most sportsmanlike thing to do, but you know what? It's racing. Use everything you can do to take the advantage where you can. And if you've got to use a back marker, well, then you so be it. You use it. Well, look at that pace that Nielsen got out of that corner.
Yeah.
He got a bit of overlap. Is it enough, though? No, not enough. I'll tell you what, he's driving the pants off that car.
Yeah, like, because you can see that left front fender is pushed him pretty far, but it's not driving like it. That thing is still hooked up.
Yeah. James Scott just cracked a 112.868. I've got him on the bottom screen. He's just passing some back marks at the moment. Nielsen needs to stay on the bitumen. He's losing time every time he touches the dirt.
Wow.
He's trying to do some late braking there, but he's too far back. Way too far back.
Yeah, but look at the ground he gained. He cut the advantage in half on corner entry.
Yeah, he's on fire tonight. Big time. Brandon Levin's caught up a little bit, these boys, with their fighting. He's down to, he was at 4 seconds. He's now down to 3.3.
Oh. Here. Buchanan lost a lot of time trying to lap Daniels.
Yep, side by side. No, not close enough. But this is where he's getting him. He's getting him through here. Yeah, he's catching him here as he comes to the S's to the final chicane as well. He seems to be a lot faster through there. That was close. That was close. Yeah. Yep. I've got some battles down the bottom screen at the moment, but I'll switch it around to some banging efforts there. Lukey Page is fighting with Tazikas as well, and Lukey Page has got some good pace at the moment.
Yeah.
Well, look, there's a couple of battles forming as we speak. We are down to the last 7 minutes now. And this battle here from Ryan Nielsen for second and third place has been an absolute cracker. Brandon Levin is up with them at the moment, matching the pace, so he hasn't improved much. He's down to 3.1, so he's gaining a little bit with the battle they're having. Brandon is probably just hoping that something happens between these boys, and he ends up with a podium at this point.
Yeah, but it's not looking good. I think the damage on Nielsen's car might finally be starting to rear its ugly head. He's not keeping it as close as he was. Although, as I say that, he closes up on braking a lot, but still not as close as he has been. It seems like he also
cooling his tires down a bit too.
Possibly, but it just looks like he loses a lot of ground on the fast parts, you know, the straightaway and the downhill right-hander.
Yeah, he's making it in the braking zones. Oh, someone's gone wide. One of the Tulip cars, but at the moment down the bottom, Lukey Page and Alex Zeke are still going for it. They're actually catching Troy Dooley at this point.
Got the headlight flash.
Yeah, Buchanan's like flashing his lights to Peter Pan.
He's singing
Pav's staying on the inside
right now.
Yeah, he's out of the way. It's good. The back markers. 3-0.
Ooh, this time Will goes defensive.
He's got nice and close this time, really close. He caught him napping a little bit with that safety car, I think, but not enough to do any impact at all. He's definitely taking a lot more of the road.
He's looking.
Look at that.
He's
misjudged it a little bit. He's side by side. Is he going to make it for the next part? He's got Buchanan on the inside. No, look at him go. Is he going to be able to make this, mate? Go, Nielsen. No, he's taking it too wide. Side by side. I think he's lost it. Yeah, he just lost it in that bit. He just went too wide a little bit. It looks like his rear end is just a bit looser at the moment. We're down the last 4 minutes, viewers. What a day. Melbourne Cup. I hope you've put your money on a winning pony today and had a bit of luck on your flutters. But tonight we've got James Scott taking out the round convincingly, and we've got this battle for second and third going all the way to the very end with Ryan Nielsen and Will Buchanan. He kind of gets a bit of overlap, but not enough to make an impact.
Oh, Quash going around. He is way in the grass.
Oh, Michael Quashy.
Michael is outstanding in his field.
So Reg James has got himself a bit of heat under the collar and he's arguing with race control at the moment. He got himself a warning for Tom. Oh, nice bit of tackle there. That was almost getting the shoulder into him then. On the shoulder, of the corner.
And it was Aaron Smith again. And once again, I don't know what more he could have done right there. He was already on the curbing. Oh, a terrible corner for Nielsen. That might be it.
Tires are gone. I think Ryan's cooked his tyres there because he's just lost all the pace out of that. Now he's got 2 minutes to go, and Brandon Levin is 3/10 behind him. I don't think Brandon's going to be a bit of a threat to him, but he needs to be careful he doesn't lose too much time through that area. Looks like Buchanan's got himself the second step.
Oh, and Nielsen went around!
No. He has too. Oh, that puts Brandon Levin in the box seat and exactly what he's been waiting for. Just waiting to see what happens. Has he gone around on his own? Looks like he's coming around the outside. He's coming around the outside of one of the back markers. He should have been more careful, dude. Oh, man. Oh, not good, not good. That's yeah, Reg James.
Penalty.
Yep. Not sure what he's complaining about, but I'm sure there'll be a ticket for next Monday night and we can go through it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are down to the last minute and a bit for the round 4 at THRUXTON, who has given us some really good battles, but amazingly enough, for such a small track, everyone is gapped out quite considerably, which is not something I'd be used to on a track of this sort of scale. But we have got James Scott leading it out from Will Buchanan on 14 seconds. Brandon Levin has got himself on the podium from 4th last week to the podium this week. And he is about 5/10 off the 5 seconds off the back of Will Buchanan. Ryan Nielsen, who has been battling it all night with Will Buchanan, lost it in the critical part of this race. All he had to do is just get around the back markers and get himself down the pointy end. This will be the white flag if we can see him out there waving. Can't see any white flags waving, but I'm pretty sure that'll be the last lap, wouldn't it? Yep. Be great if iRacing would signal that sort of thing for us. But unfortunately, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Yep, we've got a Revolutionary Racing. Unlucky for Nielsen. Will was enjoying the battle. Yeah, it was a great battle for the boys all night long. Just got to watch James Scott coming around the back with some back markers. Back markers need to give a little bit more space. He's done a lot of space for him there. And they go through. Oh, don't hit him, whatever you do. And ladies and gentlemen, final lap for round 4 at Thruxton for the Warren Brown V8 Supercar Championships. We have got James Scott leading it through after a convincing show of skill tonight, taking it out and breaking away very quickly from all involved. Ryan Mueller unfortunately popped his car. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the winner of round 4 tonight for the Warren and Brown V8 Supercars. James Scott takes it out with a 15-second gap to Will Buchanan in second place, followed across the line by Brandon Levin in third place. We've got Ryan Nielsen, who managed to get himself the 4th place after a critical spin with his battle that went on all night with Will Buchanan. Then we've got Pete Sattler in 5th, Lukey Page in 6th, Alex Tzikis in 7th, Travis Dooley in 8th. Troy Dooley in 8th, Brett Taylor in 9th. Up 15 places tonight, Brett Taylor. He is the AM winner. He will be in the booth for a change. Welcome to the booth, Mr. Taylor. Then we got Jacob Trainer in 10th place after all that battle that he had through there. There's good fighting had tonight all the way through, mate. That was been an absolute cracker. The boys are still coming through the back end. With the track being so short, some of these boys are just trying to get through the very end of it all. Yeah, Mr. Scott is just on another world of his own tonight. His normal rivals aren't here tonight. Both Melbourne boys, both Victorian boys have probably got the public holiday and taken the long weekend and make the best of it when you can. But cracking drive there. Cracking drive. All right, so we're going to have James Scott, Will Buchanan, Brandon Levin, and who did I say? And Brett Taylor, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, because Mr. Levin is the pro-am in the pointy end, getting up there amongst the pros. Oof. I don't know about you, mate, but that was a bit of hard work tonight.
Yeah, it was. Definitely kind of a up and down race, but boy, the end with Nielsen and Buchanan was an absolute treat to watch.
Yeah, they put on a great show there. They really battled hard and left it all on track. A little bit of rubbing here and there, which is what we expect and like. But it is what it is. And it turned out the way it did. I think at the end of the day, the tire life was just gone out of it.
Yeah, he gave it his all trying to get him back and then had that unfortunate spin there at the end that also cost him the podium.
Yeah. Well, that's one of those things you live and learn, don't you? You those last few laps, you just got to drive it a little bit more cautiously than you would normally, purely because anything can happen with back markers. You just don't know. We've seen it before in other series where back markers have crashed right in front of the race leaders and taken the race leaders out. And, it's all over a driver. There's nothing you can do about it. It's an incident. It's a racing. And that's what happens. It's happened in I've seen it happen in F1. I've seen it happen in other racing as well.
Hey, yep. People don't think that it do, but it do.
It do. The doo-doo. All right, we're waiting for a few more people to come through. All right, they're all in there now. Let's drag in now. Those viewers who've been on board and watch sim racing world on a regular basis, and you've been watching my broadcast for a while. You know I've got a bit of an affinity with this gentleman, the raging Tasmanian in Geelong. Ladies and gentlemen, the AM winner tonight, Mr. Brett Taylor from EWT. Welcome to the booth, Mr. Brett Taylor. I knew you'd be stoked, mate. When I saw you come across the line and you'd taken it, I said to myself, it's going to be a good little chin wag here. EWT.
I've already got my pants off, mate. I've already got them off.
I'm glad it's not smell-o-vision, mate. That's all I can say.
I got a shower before a race. I need another one now, though.
How was it out there, dude? It's a track I haven't had a lot of experience on. It looks like it's really fast and flowing.
Yeah.
How was it, mate?
Yeah, no, it is. It's really. I mean, I only brought it this afternoon. I did about 12 laps, about 4:30 this afternoon, and then jumped off. Had to put a nice curb pack together, and it was just like When I jumped on, it was pissing. It was raining bad. And I thought, that's going to be no good to me, God. Anyway, and then jumped in tonight, and it was dry. And it went off. Seriously, like a frog in a sock, mate. It's flat out. It's in. It's out. The chicane at the end there near the pit entry. That's sick. I was doing second early. Then I thought, no, I can go third. Let's have a crack. Yeah, it was on like Donkey Kong.
And it looked like there's a lot of battle packs forming as well. We had on most of the race, the mid pack of the race was like 5 to 7 cars coming through, and a lot of fun. What are the passing opportunities like for you?
Look, I don't pass, mate. People come off and I go through. That's my talent. I don't get the opportunity to put any moves on. Jesus. Yeah, no.
So you used up all those moves in your teenage years, mate.
Yeah. If you had big nuggets, there were places that you could go, but my nuggets are sultanas, mate. I don't put it there. I don't have a crack at those.
We're going to have to call you Cautious Brett, mate. Cautious Brett Taylor.
Yeah.
Definitely not a raging Tasmanian anymore, mate. Sounds like you've been muted.
Don't you worry.
Mate.
Had no pants on as well, so look out.
So, Mr. Watson, we've quite often encouraged Mr. Taylor to do some streaking down the street after his top step wins, and he's had this to be a third or fourth one now, Brett.
I think this is me. In my time in SRW, I think that's about me fourth or fifth. But season, I think it's my second that I've had a chat. Mate, I don't even know what round are we up to. I probably had a chat to you last week at Sandown, but anyway.
Yeah. That's a tough track, mate.
Yeah. But anyway, that was second last corner. Got T-boned. I was winning. Didn't win. Wasn't happy. Anyway, I moved on. Can't you tell?
Oh yeah, I know. I can tell, mate. I can tell. You don't hold grudges. You just stew in your own blood for a while.
Yeah. I've kicked 15 cats. I don't even know where they live, but I've gone after them. I've jumped the fence over the one over the back here. Anyway.
Oh my God! Thank God you're out in Geelong, mate. I'm 45 minutes away from you, so it's good.
Look, if you hear the ambulance and the police chopper, you know what's going on. It's heading this way.
All right, we're down at Taylor's house.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Taylor, who gets EWT on track, mate?
Oh, mate, obviously I want to thank the boys at EWT Racing, like Scotty, Craig, Marty, Matty, Aiden. There's a few of us. We get in amongst they're just a tight little unit, mate. And obviously our sponsors. Who can forget about our sponsors, eh? Now, I've got to give a massive shout out to GMK Logistics. What a transporting company we have there, I tell you, ladies and gentlemen. APE Training, all things hearing, racecraft simulations, and Taz Auto Sports. Shout out to all those boys. Thanks for hooking us up, looking after us, sending us a sticker every now and then. That's fantastic.
You sound like you've been doing this over and over again, like you've had some practice of late.
Oh, no, I do this in the mirror of a night time before I go to bed.
I love it, mate. I love it. We're going to have to get an EWT tattoo.
On your ass. I mean on your cheek.
On the cheek. It's always a pleasure, mate. Great to hear your voice again, and congratulations on a win and some real good points that you need for the title too, mate. So
my teammate was very unlucky tonight. He had a couple of incidents
Yep.
that we won't speak of. But yeah, look, I'm just closing the gap a little bit, making his little sphincter go a bit tighter.
There'll be a heart racing pumping going on, mate. So where did Scotty finish tonight? You were 32 points behind him, and Mason Martin was behind you as well.
I think he
So
said.
Scotty finished, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 places behind you, and Mason Mount 7 places behind you. So I dare say you could be in the lead for the title and got yourself a nice little gap on those two boys.
Oh, well, as long as I've got a gap on Mason, that's all I really care about after last week. Anyway,
Excellent.
yeah, good on you, boys.
No worries, mate. Take care.
Get into the big dogs.
Well done, buddy. Well done. Speak
Thanks,
to you
boys.
soon, buddy. Take
All right.
care.
See you, mate. Ciao.
What a legend he is, viewers, and it's always a pleasure to have him in the room for a bit of a chinwag. We will grab third place and the Pro-Am winner tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Brandon Levin's in the room after an amazing run over the last few weeks. Pace is getting faster and faster. Mr. Levin, were you just sitting there waiting for these boys to have a bit of a ding-dong and end up in the dirt and just cruise across in third place?
That's basically it, mate. I didn't certainly didn't have the pace to stick with the front 3 or 4. I just went in to look after my tyres and wrap them up in cotton wool. It was a very, very slidey track and wait for the carnage essentially.
The pace has been very good the last this season, mate. You've continued on from season 3 with some really good pace at the moment, so you're really comfortable in the car.
Yeah, it's taken a while, but I'm starting to get to grips with the Gen 3 car. I really like the old one, but it's just taken me a while to click with this one.
Well, it seems like you click with this car. You're also clicking with the GT3 as well.
Yeah, I do like a GT3, mate. That's where it all started for me.
Yeah, it's the Beamer, isn't it?
Anything goes in the GT3.
Loving it, mate. Loving it. And you've been getting some good results there as well. But the last 2 rounds, 4th, and now 3rd. That's pretty good, mate. Getting there.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I think I'm in the hunt for the Pro-Am Championship. So just got to keep the car straight and get some points, and that's about it.
Well, you are definitely in the hunt. You were about 26 points behind Blake Urquhart. Urquhart tonight finished. Where is he? I can't even. Can you see him, James?
No, I can't.
Oh, there he is there in 25th place. So you've got yourself some great bit of points there. And Travis Daly finished in 27th. So I dare say you, just like Mr. Taylor, have moved up to the top spot on the leaderboard. So that's going to be a cracking bit of work there for you, mate. And you would have had our mate Travis gave it all to you for what was it? No, not Travis. Ryan gave it to you for having a bit of a ding dong with one of the back markers, mate. How did you find the back markers?
Yeah, not too bad. Again, mate, I just tried to keep it clean and
avoid any carnage as possible.
Not get involved in any carnage, mate, because I knew that those front handful would just bugger off, and I just had to keep it straight and keep a decent pace and look after the tyres. That was my only goal.
Yeah. Well, you did a cracking effort, mate. Who gets Mr. Levin out on track and supports you for your racing, mate?
Team SRW and Ash Pendrick is sitting at home having a watch.
Excellent, Ash. We haven't seen Ash on the chat tonight. He usually pops in and says g'day, but we haven't seen him. But anyway, mate, congratulations. Continue the form. Good luck for the rest of the season, and it's good to see you're happy and having fun out there, buddy.
Thanks, lads, and thanks for the broadcast. You all do a fantastic job, and I'll see you tomorrow at work, Ash. Have a good one.
All right, cheers, brother. Take care.
See you, mate.
Ladies and gentlemen, a driver that's had a bit of bad luck, Mr. Levin, over the last season or two, involved in little bits and bats everywhere. It's got some really good form coming through. Mr. Will Buchanan is ready for you, mate, you reckon?
Yes, sir.
Here he comes. Ladies and gentlemen, second place tonight, and had an amazing battle there with Travis Nielsen tonight, and got himself onto the second step because, let's face it, James Scott just tore away with it. Mr. Buchanan, how you doing, mate? Mr. Watson's got plenty of questions for you, and congratulations to you.
Yeah, cheers, boys. Yeah, it was a good result tonight. Congrats to James on the P1. Yeah, just another level as always. But yeah, no, it was a great battle with Ryan. Really enjoyed the last stint there. It was good fun.
Yeah, take us through that battle because he was all over you in those closing laps, and you did a fantastic job to hold him at bay before he had his issues.
Yeah, well, going the second stint after the safety car, I noticed he was struggling with his tyres, it seemed like. So my goal was just try and hold him off as best as I can. I reckon his tyres would let go. And it did seem like towards the end there he was dropping a little bit, and then he made a little mistake at the last chicane. And then I think he got into trouble with a back marker or something at the end there, which gave me the breathing room. But yeah, he was doing a lot of different racing lines to me, so I just kind of had to defend on the lines he was doing, and luckily for me, it worked out.
Yeah, he was taking that really low entry into the final chicane, and noticed you had a great bout of defensive driving, taking the same line he did and keeping him at bay.
Yeah, he was really good on the brakes there. It scared me a few times. Thought he was going to come rear-end me, but yeah, I tried that tighter line, but I was compromising the left-hander and get an off track. So I was like, I'll just stick it a bit wider, try and get it as straight as possible for the left and right, and hopefully it work out. And to me, I think like that was the better line, but he was making it work pretty well. Like he was stuck on the back of me for ages using that line.
And how were you able to get him on the pit stops? Your crew had a heck of a job getting you out ahead of him.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't know. My spotter and the team was actually saying after the first pit stop, I think I was the fastest pit stop on the track or something. So I must have been saving fuel some there. I did notice he was in the fast corners, he wasn't hitting the brakes too much, and I was on the brakes a bit, so maybe that had to do a bit with fuel saving. But yeah, I was pretty shocked that I came out in front of him. I thought I was just going to be just on his tail when we come out.
Well, it was an absolutely incredible performance by you tonight. Any sponsors, plugs, and shout-outs you'd like to give?
Just shout out to the team at Revolution IRacing, always here to support me. Also, big shout out to the sponsors, AITT, Sudspeed, Kibby, IR Sidekick, Bunnies Builds, and SureX 4x4. Just can't thank them enough for all the support they give us throughout the seasons we do.
All right, well, we appreciate you, Will, and hopefully we're talking to you again next week.
Cheers, guys.
Congratulations, buddy.
Cheers.
Well done, Will. Well done, buddy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are down to this poor guy. I feel sorry for him every week he wins, but you know what can you do? You got to sit there and wait for everyone to come through. So, ladies and gentlemen, from the Chiefs, tonight's round winner, Mr. James Scott, had a bit of a relax all the way through, mate. Did you have a coffee and some donuts or anything like that as you went around that track tonight?
Nah, no time for that around here. You literally there's literally no point in the lap that you got the wheels straight. So, it was a good race, but don't mind this. Never driven here before before this sort of last few days. I had to buy the track, but yeah, it's not too bad.
What's your thoughts on it? It's fast flowing. You just gotta keep on top of it and focus, don't you?
Yeah, you do. Easy to lose focus when you sort of don't have any rest. Even the straights here kinked. So, it's not too bad. I wouldn't, race here every week. Like probably, I don't really know what type of racing it put up in terms of passing and that sort of thing. I mean, from looks, it'd be hard to pass. I don't really know, but yeah.
Well, once I did say it in the show. Once you get into your clean air and you break that toe, you're going to be really hard to stop. Ryan was doing well to keep up with you within a couple of seconds, and he's blown his engine coming into the chicane, and that pretty much just destroyed him through. So I think you got yourself some critical points tonight with the two Victorian boys probably taking the long weekend with Melbourne Cup. And Ryan was battling with you. So some critical points for this title that's been elusive for you, mate.
Yeah, honestly, I got no idea. championship wise.
Yeah.
What's going on? I don't even bother looking at that until round 2 to go. Just focus on some good results, and that will all take care of itself. So, but yeah, no, look, it's I don't want to see anyone blow an engine or whatever. Like, it sucks for Ryan. He was doing a pretty good job. So, yeah, disappointing to see that happen. But yeah, I guess it's part of it. Just a bit frustrating for him, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
no,
racing in the. You know what? It's some people have internet issues. It's racing. It's what you got to do. You got to look after the car. Unfortunately, your concentration fades for a second, and you just pop that gear a little bit early, and off it goes. I haven't driven a V8 for a while, so I'm not sure what the gearing's like. Obviously, you're slamming the gears down at a certain rev to use the engine to slow down with as well. It's probably not a hard thing to do.
Yeah, no, it's. I think everyone's done it at some point.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll do it at some point. It's just a bit unlucky. It's sort of weird. In the old car, you sort of knew when you over revved, but the few times I've done it in practice in this car since it's came out, I haven't really thought I did anything different. So, don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, weird.
Is it? Can you hear it, or is it winds out, or is it just?
When it blows.
Yeah, like when it's over revving, can you hear it like it's winding out, or?
No, not really. At least for me, I'm not sure about everyone else, but yeah, no, it doesn't really sound like it's done anything different other than you got a big bang and a lot of smoke coming out the back. But doesn't feel like you've done anything all that different.
Yeah. Well, you're lucky it's not you this week, mate. Congratulations. You got some critical points for the title. We are in round 4 already, which I can't believe it. So we're at the halfway mark next week. And before we know it, Christmas will be around the corner. Well, congratulations again for some critical points. And who gets Mr. James Scott out on track?
Yeah, obviously just the usual. Aussie Broadband, Logitech G, Westfield, the Chiefs. Yeah, the rest of the team working. The car's slowly getting better, which is good. Still a bit of a pain, but yeah, it's getting all right. You guys for the broadcast every week. Got on to the Will and Brandon. I know Ryan blew his motor, which sucks, but good to see those guys on the podium. I know they've been working hard, so awesome for that. And yeah, series admin, race control, all that. It's appreciated the work they do.
Excellent, mate. Well, congratulations again, and good luck for the rest of the season, mate. And no doubt we'll probably have a bit of a chin wag next week.
Sounds good.
All right, take care, man. Another cracking effort there by Mr. James Scott. Mr. Watson, it was a different type of race tonight. A lot of goings on, and I wasn't too sure how it was going to go, but yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely not the race I think we were expecting. I think I was expecting it to be a little more packed up, not quite the GR86 levels, but it was fascinating to see everyone kind of pull away from each other outside of those battles we had. But boy, those battles.
There were some cracking battles out there. It was good to see the mid pack tonight was just 7 or 8 cars at some points. It was just absolute cracking work from them.
Yeah, it was unbelievable, and that Nielsen and Buchanan fight was incredible.
Yeah, it's that was good. There was a couple of little battles there at Cowie tonight. Got into all sorts of battles which we haven't seen for a while from Cowie, and the pace has been amazing.
Yeah, it was cool to see him up there and mixing it up and running towards the pointy end of the field tonight.
Yeah, definitely 100%. Look, I think my brain's cooked. It's been a bit of a weird long weekend with a couple of hours, or not a couple of hours, full day's work on Monday, and then the full day off today. If there's anyone out there, like, subscribe, hit the notification buttons, get behind the drivers. They deserve as many viewers out there as possible, and also get behind our sponsors. Looking at Moser Racing, for your Moser Racing equipment, let them know that you heard it from us. Nightshade Apparel, PDD Driver Development, for some cracking setups and driver training, one-on-one and team. Shunt Scenery for your 3D rendering of flight simulation packages, and Grip Industries for the amazing V8 coffee tables. And if you would have seen the post I did midweek, they did an amazing Aston Martin engine just recently. He's been doing some amazing work in his new workshop, so get a hold of them. There's also small things they do as well. So, bedside tables, there's not just desks and coffee tables. So get a load of them and see what they can help you out with for something really special for Christmas, because it's coming around the corner. And stick it out and say hello to Warren and Brown Tools and the Warren and Brown team. They're moving into new premises soon, so support them like you support us. So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight has been round 4 at Thruxton for the Warren and Brown V8 Supercar Championship, brought to you by SRW TV. Thank you very much for your support and for coming out and views. Like, subscribe, hit the notification buttons, and we will see you tomorrow night at the same time with Biggles doing the Moser Racing Super Formula Light Championship. So come on through and say good day, and we'll see you again then.